American 496 to report the river. 496 to clear bound for visual room 1 approach 199, so far. Delta 1618 descend to maintain 3000 to the left turn heading 050 report the river. We are 4352 descend to maintain 4000, then speed 190.
Big ups, each and every one of you. What's going on, everybody? Welcome aboard today's X-Plane 11 stream. It is March the 28th. Current local time here on the eastern seaboard of the United States is 1953. And we're back at it again. Today, this time, we're flying for Alaska Virtual. And we're going to be departing. Let's see here. Get my information up over here. Alright, so this is Alaska Flight 484 with service to Seattle. We'll be departing Sacramento, California here. Direct to RBL, then direct to LMT into the Hawks 7 into Seattle's 3-4 right. That is the plan today. We are in the cold and dark state. First flight of the evening. So we'll be doing everything from here. So with that said, we'll go ahead and get the flight information up for you. There you go. That is our routing or our flight information for you. And yeah, just trying to make sure I got everything set up. This is kind of a rushed stream, and so yeah, we just trying to make sure we got everything set up, boys. Short ride out of California. We'll be crossing over Portland. Should have some decent photogenic scenery along the way as we fly north. And then once we get up here, we'll look at the time and we may decide to either come back to Sacramento or get a second leg in, time depending. So without further ado, let's come over here. Aspiring Aviator, what's up, bro? He says he's first. Sheer says he's the first one that counts. What's going on, Sheer? Welcome aboard. And D-Champ, welcome aboard, bro. He says I've made that flight many times over forests and mountains. Great choice. Appreciate it, my guy. Salute to you. Welcome aboard. So let's go ahead and hop up in the bird, shall we? And I need to get my Stream Deck thing running. There we go. And I don't have my head tracker software running either. So we'll start that. And we'll try to see why for a second. Bear with me. Because the Stream Deck software is not picking up my my what's the name. Alright, give me a second, guys. Let me troubleshoot this right quick. I'm actually supposed to have this thing running beforehand, so that's what the that's what I believe is going on here. Y'all know me, I don't use no mouse look. Can't stand it. One second, guys. Bear with me, bear with me. Alright, give me 1 second. Let me just restart my X-Plane right quick. It'll take a fraction of a second because my Tobi EyeTracker is not picking up what's the name. So give me 1 second. TNR Ventures, welcome aboard. He says, let's go flying, my boy. Keep up the good work. Welcome aboard, Drew Stone. Good to see you, my guy. We're going to restart right quick. It's going to take us a microsecond. And we'll get signed back into VATSIM. And let's go start X-Plane. Yeah, boys, we've been busy all day trying to get ready for this new baby to drop, which is due pretty much any day now. We still got about a week left. About a week and a half until she's due, till her due date. And so, yeah, just been running around all day trying to get some last minute things in order. Running some errands and trying to get a couple things in order. We'll get some intermittent connections on the music while X-Plane loads. Alright, so while we wait on X-Plane to load up, block time this evening should be about, says here 2 hours, but that's the gate to gate time. About an hour and some change on the flight time. Saying about an hour and 50 minutes. I think we can beat that. Definitely think we can beat that. Just waiting on the X-Plane to load up. And we will get this thing popping. All right, let's see here. Disable that and enable that. And let's try running you as administrator. Y'all know how I am. I'm just trying to get my head tracking to work right quick, because I cannot for the life of me use the mouse pan. Let's stop that. Give me 1 second, guys. Just trying to figure this out here. There we go. There we go. Alright, we good there, boys. Let's get reconnected to X-Pilot. Back connected to VATSIM, that's good. Alright, so let's bring tunes down just a little bit, and we'll go ahead and, before we even get power established, let's go ahead and get some fuel. Getting some flickering in my screen. Alright, so we're looking for a block fuel of 15.9, so let's just say 16 even. That's fine. Quick fuel and defuel. 213 on the passengers. We'll take one less. I ain't gonna keep trying to mess with that. Zero fuel weight, we're looking at 156.2. We're pretty much just about spot on, so we'll add a little bit of forward cargo. 156.243, that's perfect. So that's all set. So let's come over here and let's go up top. That 1 and 2 can come on. Emergency power can come on, and let's get the crew supply on, and we will get those navigation lights on. Seatbelt signs and no smoking can come on. Arm those emergency lights. And we'll turn that down just a little bit. Alright guys, so something new we're gonna do.
Discontinue the use of electronic devices. Direct your attention to the flight attendants in the aisle. As we go on to safety.
CloudBot will not be active until passing 10,000 feet when the boom boom room opens. So you guys that may be considering gambling and trying to win some points, that will be active above 10,000 feet. Just to try to give Chad a bit. And we'll go through and brighten up our screens here. No ATC out of Sacramento this evening, so we're free to be, as I like to say.
For your safety and the safety of those around you, please keep your seatbelt fastened and all times once seated. There are emergency exits located in the front, mid cabin, and back of the aircraft.
I need to find that file that automatically has your brightness turned up for all of your displays. I don't like having to do this the whole entire time. Aviation Geek, what's going on, bro? Welcome aboard. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so let's jump down into the FMC and get started here. Not much of a flight plan to put in, and actually we need to come back up top right quick for a second. Get our Aorus switches into the line. We're done fueling, so the fuel pumps can come on. That's fine. Alright, let's go down to initialization. We are at KSMF. And we're going to Seattle. So we'll pop that in. Our flight number is AS 484. Cost index we're rocking 5. And we'll be cruising at flight level 360. A line on reference, that's good. Confirm a line. Alright, that's all good there. Let's jump over to our Init B page. Pull up our Toliss menu here and transfer our weights from here. So our zero fuel weight is 156.2. And our zero fuel weight CG is 28.4. Populate that. Our block is 16.0. Perfect. Alright, so we're good there. We can jump on over to flight plan. Departure. No SID out of Sacramento this evening. We're expecting 35 right. No SID. Temporary insert. Then we're looking at direct to RBL. Temporary insert. LMT. And we need to get the coordinates for LMT just to make sure that we're on the correct one. North 42 and West 121. And it's going to be this top one here. Perfect. From here we're going actually direct into the arrival. So pretty straightforward flight this evening. So we'll come down here to Seattle, arrival, and we're expecting 34 right. And we're expecting the Hawk 7. There it is. And I think that was our transition in to the arrival, and we're looking for our transition of LMT. There we go. Pop that in, temporary insert. It's good. All of that looks great. Alright, so that's looking good. We'll go ahead and begin loading with packs. And we will put them on a boarding status check.
Are we almost done boarding back there?
And we will expedite boarding as well.
Let us know if you need anything.
About 11 minutes left on that. Not bad, not bad. So, alright, let's jump over to our perf. Let's pull up our Toliss screen again. We'll do flaps 1, which gives us a V1 of 142. Rotator 150, V2 153. We'll be flexing 56 today, so let's go 142, 150, and 153. And flaps 1 slash down 0.2. Then we need our flex, so we need F 56. Perfect. Alright, so that's all of our perf data set. We are pretty much ready to go once the Aorus finishes its alignment procedure. And we have about 5 minutes left on that. We'll get the doors buttoned up and we'll get her pushed back. Let's pull up our taxi chart here, our charts for Sacramento. See exactly where we're at. And what did I say we was departing on? 35 right. So we need to push back nose left, or we can do nose right. It doesn't really matter. We need to make a 180 anyway. And we'll taxi out Charlie 1 down to Delta 11. We'll get an initial heading, initial climb of let's just say 15,000. We'll leave that there, wait till the alignment finishes. Let's plan the pushback here. Yeah, I think it'll be better to push out nose to the left. Alright, perfect. We all good. Y'all should not be able to heist and gamble right now. I could have sworn I turned it off. No worries. Ah, I see. Alright, no worries. We'll leave it like that. No, gambling is it's only off until 10,000, bro. We're trying to keep it down until we get up.
I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in the
About
front
6
row,
minutes left on the
please place all of your
boarding, so
items
let's
in
go
the-
ahead and
If you have any trouble finding
before we do
locations for
that,
carry-on items,
let's come over
please
to
let
Active
flight
Sky.
attendants know and we would be happy to assist you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please leave the exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that once we depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Alright, 2974. Is the local altimeter. That's good. 1 minute left on the alignment, 4 minutes left on the boarding. And we're pretty much ready to go, boys. We'll get the butt kicker turned on, get ready to start the APU. Michael Pollock, welcome aboard. Yeah, we can get into Syracuse sometime pretty soon. I know Vertical Sim just released a scenery up there. We'll pick that up and get on up into Syracuse. Alright, so we're good with 2,000 on the altitude, that's fine. I mean on the 1228 is selected. We'll get that marker off. Mike Jones, who? What's up, bro? Welcome aboard. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Make sure all of you guys just coming in, smash that thumbs up button. If you're enjoying the content, consider subscribing to the channel. It's gonna be a nice photogenic one today, boys. On up into Seattle. Yeah, I think everything is buttoned up out there. That's good. We'll go ahead and call the tug, so we're ready to go. Have him go ahead and hook up.
We're ready to go when you are.
Why does it say
Good
fuel
morning,
quantity
ladies and
increase?
gentlemen, and
Oh,
welcome
okay.
aboard flight 484 with service to Seattle. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 21 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all calls.
All right, no traffic here in Sacramento, so we're not going to bother with making any calls. No traffic even around that's remotely coming to the airport. Always make sure to do that check.
Okay, copy. Ease up. Door lights out. Bypass. Park brake set. Walk around.
All right, let's get that beacon light on. We're good to go. And let's make sure we got them seatbelt signs on here. Alright, APU is available. Let's go ahead and come off of the external power. That's fine. We'll remove that parking brake.
Copy. Park brake. Clear start mode.
Alright, so we'll come down on the tunes for the departure.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the front of the aircraft for a safety demonstration. When the seatbelt light is on, please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another. Tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. In the event that the seatbelt light is not on, we suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened in case of unexpected turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. Start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you, and place it firmly over your nose and mouth. Secure the elastic band behind your head and tighten the straps if necessary. And don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate.
Alright, let's roll on engine number 2.
And you can breathe normally. If you're traveling with children, now's the time to pick your favorite one. But secure your mask and then assist others. Keep your mask on and
we got that cool down period with the Neo,
in the
so
event that the pilot decides to take us for a swim, a fashionable life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Please securely stow all personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are all in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking
we got an
flight,
engine start
and
for
that
here.
includes vaping, tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the
Alright, you gotta wait on the parking brake, my friend.
Prohibited by law.
We
All
didn't have
this
the bleeds
information
on.
and more can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. We suggest reading this and letting a cabin member know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us.
Alright, there we go. We didn't have the bleeds on. Drew Stone!
Baby diaper fund.
Baby diaper fund. Man, I appreciate you, Drew Stone. Appreciate you dropping 10 bombs into chat. Big supporter of the channel. Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you for the support. My man dropping the baby diaper fund. Alright, let's jump back up front, and we've got a good start on number 2. Let's go ahead and roll on number 1. Let's see here. Michael says come to Syracuse next. Yeah, we'll try to plan that out, Michael. It won't be today, because we're flying on the West Coast today, so it will not be today. My current local time is 8:23, so I am on Eastern time. Vaping, bro, vaping.
We're ready for departure.
Yeah, thanks, Drew. Michael, you can feel free to drop that request, that flight in the Discord, bro. That way I make sure I get to it. Speed break. Alright, so let's come down here. Let's go on. We'll go TARA there. That's fine. We'll arm the speed brakes. We'll turn the ignition off. APU bleed can come off, and APU can get shut down as well. We'll come to flight controls, and we'll get ready to do a flight controls test. We'll get the cockpit cam on for you. Is this too high? Yeah, it's slightly too high. There we go. Alright, so right, center, back, center, left, center, forward, center, full right rudder, and center, full left rudder, and center. Alright, flight controls are free and clear. We'll come over to the takeoff config page and make sure that we've got everything set. We can go auto brakes max, that's fine. We'll come on down to, uh-oh, flaps not working. Flap axis not working, at least. Let me check that. 1 second. And while we in here, let me just make sure that these are good too. Alright, cool. Alright, so flaps can come on down to 1. Alright, we got 1F displayed, that's fine. APU is being shut down. And we'll do the cabin check and the final takeoff config test as we are nearing the runway. Yeah. Alright, so we're pretty much ready to go. So let's go ahead and remove the parking brake as we get that weird freaking nose wheel thing with Toliss. Taxi lights can come on. And we'll begin our taxi, boys. Michael says, why do smoking? I'm not smoking, bro. I'm vaping. And it's a personal preference. Alright, so this is Charlie 1. We'll take Charlie 1 down to Delta, bucker right at the end of Charlie 1 here. Rock City! What's going on, my man? Good to see you, bro. Welcome aboard. Good to see you indeed, homie. Hope all is well. Sit back and relax, Michael. I see Streamlabs is getting on you. Sit back and relax, bro. Oh, look at the weather swap in. We got some IMC here, boys. We got some IMC here. Alright, still is not seeing any traffic in the area, so we're free to be on the advisory. We'll get the terrain radar on, not that we really need it. It's kind of flat out here in Sacramento. Yeah, it's overcast down to 1,000 feet. Visibility is 1.3 right now, though I think it's a bit less than that. Ah, that's why my thing was having such a hard time. Alright, so let's get that takeoff config. All green, no blue, so we're good there. We're pretty much ready to go, boys. We're giving ourselves an initial climb out to flight level to 15,000. And then we'll clear ourselves on up to cruise, which is going to be flight level 360 this evening. Like I said, no traffic in the area, so we're not going to bother making the calls. And we will use up all of the runway and not follow that yellow line. And my throttle axes aren't working. I just reinstalled this aircraft, so getting some issues here. Alright, this is gonna be throttle 2. And this throttle 1. There we go. The whole entire time we basically taxied on idle power. Alright, let's hold the brakes. Auto brakes are set to max, spoilers are armed, everything else is looking good. Landing lights are on, strobes are on. We're clear for departure, and we'll be flexing to, I believe it was 56. Landing cam, or the cockpit cam is on. Hey Michael, bro, you're about to get banned, bro. I suggest you chill out. Last warning. Alright, let's spool them up. Release the brakes. Forward pressure on the stick. And come on up to man flex. Man flex is set. Airspeed is alive. That's 100 knots. Neutralize that. Here comes V1. Rotate. Watch for that tail strike. Here, come on up. Nice. Alright, so we're looking for climb thrust here in a moment. Climb thrust is set. Let's come on off to the left. Follow those flight directors as we go up into IMC conditions. Follow them right on out. Ooh, nice breakthrough though, breakout. And we're looking for clean slat speed. Flaps can come on up. We'll hold those flight directors here. That's looking good, boys, looking good. Alright, we'll give her a little bit more nose up. Try to hold that 250 below 10,000. Getting a little bit of turbulence here as we depart. A little bit of fighting. Try to hold that flight director. We're getting a frame hit as well. Alright, so let's hand it over to AP1. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're getting a little frame hit here. Crap, what the heck? Yeah, something about right here is killing my FPS. But it's all good, we'll fly through it. Let Simma calm down here in a moment. What's up, Raleigh? Welcome aboard. And we'll get this out of your way. Cockpit cam can come down. Yeah, we keep getting disconnected because we're having
now passing through 10,000.
Having some issues right here over this area, and I don't know why.
As a reminder, please keep your seatbelt fastened while you are seated and do not congregate in the galley.
We'll let it calm down for a second.
This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you will be required to pay a small fee. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi to find out more information.
There's 10,000 feet. Landing lights can come off. Wing lights as well. Alright, cool. We know what that means, boys. We are above 10,000. Boom boom room is open. And we will come back onto the tunes. And we'll open up gambling. I think it was already open, but we will open everything back up. Greg Hill, what's up, my man? Welcome aboard. Alright, so we'll clear ourselves on up to cruise. Yeah, something is tanking my. Something is messing with my daggone frames right now, big time. Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is, boys. I think the only thing will be just to get out of this area. I know what it is. I had some scenery issues a couple weeks ago and I never fixed it. So whatever X-Plane is trying to do, seems like it's trying to come back. We're at 45 right now. Thanks, Riley. Appreciate it, my guy. My Navigraph is now trying to go on the blink. So I think we're good. Alright, there's 18,000. Let's go ahead and come back inside right quick. Go over the standard. I think we might be past that area. Frames are back. I like that jam, y'all. I'm gonna run that one back one time. I like that one. So we'll push that range on out to 80. Alright, let's let them up. Seatbelt signs can come off.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when needed in case of unexpected turbulence.
Let's see how many points I got. I know I ain't got many points. I gotta try and get something. Y'all killing me at my own game on the points. Uh-oh, we got some turbulence. We might need to put that seatbelt sign back on. We might be good. We might be good. $5,050. Whew. The scenery is brought to you in part by Orbix, Northern California. But the boom boom room open, seatbelts might be a problem. Hey, you right. If you in the boom boom room with no seatbelt on, you do understand that is at your leisure, bro. You have to sign a waiver before even going into the boom boom room. Riley says, is this your last flight of the day? Honestly, I haven't determined that yet. We may more than most likely do a second leg. This is actually my first flight of the day. Yeah, I can see us doing a second leg. Just depends on how things go here in the household. Looking good so far as we come through what? Flight level 260. We'll make another double check for ATC to make sure we're good to go there. San Francisco Tower is on. Let's make sure the A cars is picking us up and tracking. Yep, we're good to go here. Alright boys, since we are above 10,000, BBR is open. I'm gonna grab me a island beer. Some of you guys may know. I know for sure Rock City know about it. And we'll be right back with you in about 2 seconds. No. Benefits of having the galley right there in your streaming area. Hey, Rock. You know about the Caribs or the Caribs? I'm sure you know about them, bro. Got hooked on them when we went on the cruise. And just recently I found a place near me. Actually, there's a place near you too, Rock. That sells them. Raleigh says carrot pineapple. Do they have a pineapple flavor? This is just a regular lager. Regular lager. Lager. However you prefer to say it. Says it's a Trini beer? Nah, I thought it was made in I forgot where he said it wasn't Trinidad. I thought it was made in one of them islands somewhere. One of them islands I went to. I want to say St. Thomas, but I don't think it's St. Thomas. It might have been I know it wasn't St. Martin. It could have been St. Martin. But it was one of them. But it's a damn good beer, man. Anyone who knows me know I like my spirits and my beer. Love tasting many different kinds of beers. I gravitate more so towards lagers and IPAs. Okay, so this one here, this one says it's brewed here in the USA, Cape Canaveral, Florida. However, again, this is the same. I brought a case of them back from the islands. That was, so I don't know. I don't know exactly. Let me see. Let me just get some information, because I hate giving out wrong information. Okay, all right. I guess you're right. You're right. Trinidad. At least that's what Wikipedia is saying. Okay, that's where the main place is Trinidad. Another good Caribbean beer I like is Red Stripe. Y'all know about the Red Stripe, I'm pretty sure. Raleigh says, I think they do make some by me too, though. Where are you at, Raleigh? But you can have breweries that, you know, have the recipe and things that they contract out, just like, you know. I will say this, it doesn't really taste any different from the case that I bought back from, where did I get it from? I got a case of it from St. Thomas. It doesn't really taste any different. You know, I could see them being partnered and, you know, working with other breweries to bring the recipe to other countries and things like that. It'd probably be a lot easier to produce it here and get the company some money versus producing it and trying to export it on a larger scale from the islands. Like the port in St. Martin was freaking tiny. Like we literally walked from the cruise port around the block to the seaport and it was just like tiny. I will say though, it was the sketchiest walk of my life. All for a freaking passport stamp. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Alright, I'm back, y'all. Almost a cruise. Still up in Northern California. Got a few minutes before we get over into Oregon. Everything's looking good so far. Here comes Cruise. Cruise is coming in. Engines are spooling back. And yeah, we're looking good. Smooth flight thus far. Cloud surfing. Looks like we got some traffic. That'll be traffic, global traffic. That sim's pretty dead tonight. not much in the way of ATC or anything, so it wasn't much we can do there. We got San Diego approach on, John Wayne approach, Los Angeles departure.
In a few moments, we will be starting our in-flight service. We'll be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Please look in your seat back for a list of complimentary and premium drinks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. If you wish to make an additional purchase, we only accept credit cards.
I wish there was a link. Let me see. Will this link work for that? Let's try. No, it just... Oh, yeah, it does. Oh, look at that. That's cool. That is cool. So you know what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna put the link in chat. Maybe that's something cool we can start doing. Let's see, CloudBot timers. Drop that in like that. We'll go 10, 10, save that. Yeah, let's check that out and see how that works. Oh, it's nice cruising up here, skipping over the clouds, over some beautiful scenery. Guys, make sure y'all smash that thumbs up button. If you're watching in the background, consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoy the content. Our goal is 500 subs and we are 6 away, I do believe. Got some awesome content coming up for you guys once we hit that 500. Looking forward to that. Be stretching our wings out to some other areas, some other places, and maybe even some other sims. We are up in the thickets of it right now. Got some scattered rain out here in the West Coast today. Trying to get me some sky miles. Got me a little bit more. Drew about to take my Lord Chump 5,000. Oh, nice. Cool. I needed that. Aviation Geek says I'm eating some pot roast and baked beans and corn. Man, that sounds good, bro. Just the pot roast alone sounds delicious right now. I got some Mediterranean food. I think y'all seen me eat it before on stream. I got some a Mediterranean bowl sitting here next to me. I'm gonna get after it shortly. Got some chicken shawarma in it, some steak shawarma, some spicy lamb kefta, which are like these spicy lamb meatballs. Oh my god. With a kale base, like kale greens with some brown rice, Lebanese tabbouleh, carrots, purple cabbage, pickled onions. Yeah. Cloud tops is freaking high over here today. We're at 36,000 and we're not even to the tops of them, really. Yeah, so we'll do a second leg. This is not that long of a leg. We'll do a second leg. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but look at these cloud tops. I mean, they're right up here with us at 36,000. Dang, Aviation Geek, bro, you trying to take all my little cash? I ain't got no cash, bro. I've been behind the 8 ball on the gambling with y'all, man. I'm trying to refrain from, see what I'm saying? I'm trying to refrain from just giving myself like 100,000 points, because that ain't fair. Trying to refrain from it, bro. Aviation Geek just took all my little earnings. 10,100. Alright, so we just crossed over up into Oregon. And we getting some chop. I think we better set them down in the back. Everyone in the main cabin, return to your seats. Please put your seatbelts on. Everyone down in the boom boom room. Hey, you signed that waiver. Continue to
The
party.
flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt.
We had some major turbulence here. I guess it was just a little air pocket. We'll see if it look at Drew coming in with the $100,000 donation in the Sky Miles. My man Drew for the win. He shows the support in all types of ways. Virtual currency, real currency, showing up and showing out. The first one to call in, he the first one calling Boom Boom Room open. My man be calling the Boom Boom Room to be open at 9,500 feet. Y'all know daggone well the Boom Boom Room don't open until we cross 10,000, baby. He be first in line. Shaking his Sky Miles like this. Then you got Rock showing up with the brown paper baggie with two big ass bottles of white Henny with the top hat on. He said, you said you couldn't add points to yourself, so I got you. I can add points to myself. I just choose to play fair. That's all that is. All day long, white Henny, baby. So what's been new, Rock, man? What's been new, bro? You got out in that garage yet and built that mount? I gotta get up with you, Rock. Gotta get up with you, bro. Now we finally above the cloud tops. Not much to see in the way of scenery, but don't matter. We like seeing clouds too. Enhanced skyscapes for the win. Oh, sweet. Where'd you go, Rock? You'd like to hear about that one. I can only imagine the White Henny stories on that vacation. Was in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Man, bro, we were supposed to go to Puerto Rico on the cruise and they wouldn't let us dock in Puerto Rico. That was the only spot that was removed from the itinerary on our cruise, was to stop in San Juan. I was just like, man, oh man. I was looking forward to going there too, man. Seeing what Puerto Rico was all about. You hear me? Roger that. Roger, roger. I ain't gonna lie, this has to be one of my favorite views. Just like a dash mounted view. Man. Yep. Yep. All I'm gonna say is yep. For the win. Yes, sir. So what, you just straight up flew to port, flew down there? Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Gotta get out. You gotta enjoy life. Too much stuff going on, man, to be just not doing something you enjoy, you know? Who had the drone, bro? I just added you too, Rock. What drone you got, bro? I be doing my little drone adventures. I had mines all set up, man. I was gonna take it with me on the cruise, man. Get some gorgeous droney views of the islands, and I was like, man, let me just look this up and see how they feel about this. And yeah, a lot of times they won't even let you bring the drones on the cruise. So I was just like, man, I'll leave it here this time. Next time we fly somewhere, best believe I'll take my drone everywhere, bro. Take mine everywhere. Okay, yeah, I got a DJI Mavic Pro, the first one, not the Mavic Pro 2. Matter of fact, let me see if I can show y'all one of my little dronies out in LA. Couple years ago. put together a little video since we're talking about it. I think it had partially got muted because so I got a more recent one. I was just testing some different mounting options. Like I put my GoPro on the drone to get like a drone selfie. So we'll check that one out. That was just some little testing footage out here in Maryland. Where is it at? Let's see. Yeah, let's pull this up. I don't know if it's got muted. I know I had a little copyright on it at one point. Hold on, let's check our top of drop here for a second. All right, we're good. We're 120 out. So yeah, this is one of mine from last time we went out Cali a couple years ago. Some footage I put together. Now I'll make sure to mute that just in case, because I could have sworn I had a copyright on one of those. So yeah, here we was in up there where Griffith Observatory is, up in the hills of LA. Got some footage everywhere out there, man. Downtown LA. I really do enjoy recording and like putting together videos. Not like gaming, not like, you know, flight sim, but like doing stuff. Like I got a whole bunch of freaking snorkeling footage from the trip when we went on the cruise. Like with the GoPro. I mean, bro, I was swimming with sea turtles and I never edited it up yet. So this is 29 Palms. We went out to visit a friend who was in the Marines. So this is the Marine base out there. We were outside of the base. But this is 29 Palms area of California. I thought they had some kind of radio interference going on, because right before this shot here, I literally took my drone up, like took it off, and it just went into a fence. And I was just like, oh my God, my drone's broke. So I replaced the props, and she was good. I just wanted to get some of those desert shots, getting the sunset and sky colors and stuff like that. That's the fence right there I crashed into. Yeah, so like I said, I'm really into, I guess, cinematography, I guess is the correct word for it, or aerial cinematography. Like I enjoy recording stuff and having sweet angles, sweet transitions and stuff like that. Though I am 100% novice at it, I just try to make sure that I keep the drone steady, smooth through all of my shots or whatever. Rock says, yes, I love that, working on that one I did on the beach. Yeah. So yeah, this is all pretty much Santa Monica. Some low shots of the waves coming in. Almost lost my drone in one of these shots. I think you can see I moved up. Yeah, that's the one right there. The manual flown droney outro. And let's see, this other one I did not that long ago, this one here, I literally was just experimenting. Like I always wanted I wanted to see more of the drone in the shot. So I found a mount that allows you to mount your GoPro on the drone. So this video here was just me just really completely dicking around before the cruise. No, was this before the cruise? It was before one of the trips I took last year. But the goal of this was to just get some nice footage. And as you see, everything is real vibrant. Like I was learning like color correction techniques and stuff like that. What's up, Bobby? Yeah, haircut, bro. I still got my hair. But got the side shave though. Drew says, that's a nice view. Yeah, this is one of my favorite little parks I take the kids to. But as you see, I mean, just the terrain and the like the view is different from the last drone video we just watched. Like it's more vibrant. Like I really put my heads down trying to learn some different color correction techniques. And whoa, time out, boys. Okay, I saw a contrail off the side out of my window here. But yeah, I love this view. Like this view here is of the GoPro on the back of the drone looking down towards the ground. Like I love that view. Even though the drone has a camera of its own, the GoPro is a lot better at recording the videos than... And don't get it twisted, the drone has a 4K camera. But even when you put ND filters and everything like that on it, I feel like I'm just a little better at processing and editing the GoPro footage manually than I am the footage from the drone. So it's literally just flying around the park testing and mainly testing this mount out. But the mount has some play, so you can kind of see the drone doing its things, but the camera is steady. The mount does have a little bit of play that allows the drone to rotate underneath of it, if that makes sense. Geo, welcome aboard, homie. Welcome, 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 broski. Bobby says, what do you work as, Leo? I am a truck driver by trade. I haul mail for the U.S. Postal Service, or a contractor for the U.S. Postal Service. And so you notice my drone bouncing around? We're descending so fast that we're getting into, it's called VRS in the helicopters, but we're getting into the own drone's prop wash. That's what happens. That's why it's bouncing around like that as we descend straight down. Yes, I really enjoy flying the drone, man, and I'll take it with me pretty much every trip we go to. Every trip we go on, I got it. Alright, so we are, we had a little bit of in-flight entertainment. We're 40 miles out now from, what happened? Stop. Just about 40 miles out from top of drop. So, let's take a look at what's going on in Seattle. .360 at 829 Alright, so let's come down here right quick. Let's pull up our chart here, and QNH is 29084. Temperature is 12. Winds at 360 at 8. Man, this is the only thing I don't like about the Toliss. It's like there's some weird freaking delay on the, like some weird lag with your mouse on the FMC, and I hate it. I hate it with a passion. Let's bring up the approach plate. Minimums is going to be 572. Alright, so that's all good. VREF is going to be 147. So we'll get ready to activate the approach as we begin our top of descent here. We'll pin that chart up, and let's actually get Seattle up as well. Pin that chart up. So we've got a couple aircraft going into Seattle right now, so we'll make sure to make our calls. Man, that was a nice little spot, Rock. Like that looked like a spot I can be at all day, bro. Just chilling with the portable grill, cooking some food, cooler full of beer. Lovely lady with me, kids. Rex, what's up, Rex? My man Rex snuck in here and just started gambling. How long you been in here, Rex? What's up, bro? Hope that MD-11 is going well for you. Rock says, man, look, for real, I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm simple. I ain't got to go to all of these luxury places. Bro, if it's got woods and good scenery, a river, something I can throw a fishing line into, or freaking just relax, man, I'm all for it. All for it. I want to grab another one of them beers, but I'll wait till the second leg for that. Alright, we're about 12 and a half or so out. Seatbelt signs are already on, so no need to worry about that. Yeah, so this arrival here pretty much takes us straight into our approach. At Sonder, we need to be at 6,000 at 230 knots. And that is actually our transition into the approach. So we're gonna pop in 6,000 here. And we're about 5 miles on the top of drop. And we'll get ready to make this descent in managed mode. Cloudy all the way up here. Didn't get a chance to see any really good scenery. Alright, so we'll start it now. So we're going to look for, just like we normally do with UPS, once we land, we'll look for a flight back to somewhere that's within an hour and some change. We may do Boise if we can. Yeah, we'll probably do Boise if it's there. Pretty sure it is. Rex says, Dio been here for 5 minutes. MD11 is treating me well. Haven't had the LNAV issue, but for some reason on the final, the engines were full blast and couldn't get any airspeed, so I stalled. Yeah, that's part of the problem what people are having at cruise. One thing you may can try is either disabling your winds aloft, or if it's happening down low, I would go into the FMC and put the engines to put your thrust to MCT, or manual continuous thrust. Because I've been seeing a lot of guys that ain't even disabling nothing in active sky, so I'm gonna try that. We do have our winds aloft re-enabled, because obviously we're flying Toliss today, as you can see here. But the next time we fly the MD11, we're going to attempt to try that and hope that we don't stall at 22,000 feet. It will throw your fuel consumption off a bit, but I mean, what other option do we have until they release an update? I saw a post on Facebook, on the Rotate Facebook page, that they're aware of the issues. and they are heads down and coming up with an update within the next week or two.
Say, it must be nice flying a plane you can trust again. Yeah, you right, bro. You right. I so very badly want to do a long haul in the MD-11, and I haven't really done a long haul before. Actually, I'm lying. I flew from the East Coast out to Honolulu. But again, that was an overnight trip. I got up, flew for about the first 2 hours, and laid down, took a nap, and woke up and landed. I could not do that with the MD-11. I don't trust it. So it's like you say. It's like you say, bro. It is nice flying a plane you can trust again. For real. I agree, Rex, 100%. I 100% agree with you. However, I like to more so simulate the realism, like, and of course, like I said, I fly for 4 or 5 different VAs, so it's cool to fly. How can I put it? I'm not really big on leaving off like my stream or starting the stream from where I last left off. I'm not really big on that. However, like if we're going to another country, I want to say, all right, well, we'll fly there and then start, you know, weeks worth of streams or something like that over in that area. Because that's what I'm looking at doing for some of the specials, or once we hit 500 subs, we're going to move out of the United States and start flying elsewhere. I mean, not for good, but like, for example, getting over into the UK, I'll fly over there. Rex says, you think Tobi EyeTracker is the best option out there, kind of wanting to get something like that. I'll say yes, and I'll also say no. And the reason why I say that, the only options you have is really Tobi or Track IR. I've used Track IR for years, loved it, used it for years. It never bothered me. If you've never used anything before, as far as tracking, then I would say, yeah, get the Tobi. It'll take some getting used to, but for me, I've always used the head tracking. Like, I cannot look around with the mouse. I don't see how people do it. But yeah, I think it's worth it. It's 100% worth it. And I'll be honest, the only reason I got the Tobi, because I still have my Track IR sitting here, the only reason I got the Tobi is because on the new system, it's not really a new system, an upgraded system, for some reason my Track IR gives me FPS hell. Like, as soon as I start looking around, like as soon as I start panning like that, it gives me freaking hell. And I don't know why. It never has done that before. And not wanting to take weeks to try to figure it out.
you know, Gio was like, man, I told you, just get the Tobi. Just get the Tobi. I was like, man, how much is the Tobi, bro? And I had the Tobi ordered the same day. So, I like the Tobi because you don't physically have anything connected to you. With the Track IR, you got a sensor. I don't even know where I put it at. But you've got the infrared camera that sits on top of your monitor. You have another cord that comes from that to the infrared sensors that you can either mount on your headset, or you can mount it. They have another one you can mount on a baseball cap, which is what Dre uses. And it works well. It definitely works well. But the problem with that is, and here's what I noticed, and this is why I say I like the Tobi better, is because we have crossed 18,000 feet and I haven't put my altimeter in. 2984. I like the Tobi better because the game has to support Track IR in order for it to work, right? Tobi is a bit different in the sense that yes, the game has to support it for it to work with Tobi's software. However, there's another program that Gio put me onto, which is the Face Track No IR, which kind of emulates your mouse a little bit. When using Tobi with this program, allows you to use Tobi in any game whatsoever, whether Tobi supports it or not. And that's why I like Tobi. For example, like an American Truck Simulator or my train simulator, I can use Track IR, it's supported, but if I was to try to use the Tobi software, it wouldn't work because Tobi doesn't support it. But with that program, which is only like $4, I could use it in those games. Anthony, what's going on, bro? Good to see you. Knew you would show up. I'm in an Airbus today. For those of you that don't know Anthony, man, he's one of the mods in the Discord. Actually, the guy who helped me organize and get my Discord together. Pretty cool guy. Another guy lives here in my state. Pretty cool dude for the community as well. Helps a lot of people out. Whoa. I didn't say I like Toliss. I mean, I do like Toliss, but that's not what I was saying in reference to it. I was talking about something else, bro. I didn't say it like, oh, I like Toliss, even though I do like Toliss. We was talking about the Tobi head tracker. Oh, it does support it, Gio? Okay. Is it on that list? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Rex. Tobi in the little in the game hub, it doesn't say that it works with X-Plane. It works natively with Microsoft Flight Sim out of the box. But with X-Plane, you got to use the Face Track No IR, which again, I found that more enjoyable than the actual Tobi software. Now it supports, for example, just because the Tobi software supports the game doesn't mean you have to use it. Like, for example, in DCS, when getting my Tobi set up in DCS, I liked it, but something just kind of felt off about it. It didn't feel like my head tracking an X-Plane when using Tobi. And so one day I was just like, you know what, let me try the Face Track No IR and see if it works with DCS too, and it does. So it turns out really all you need is the Face Track No IR, and you can, decide to use it with either the Tobi Game Hub or the Face Track No IR. I think that Tobi is definitely the way of the future. TrackIR is pretty much old software. It's been out for years. I mean, TrackIR 3, 4, now 5, and 5 itself
We have begun our final descent into
is freaking
Seattle. Flight
old
attendants
as
will be
dirt.
passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray
So that's
tables
why I
are
say I
secured
think
and
I don't know. I
removable
think it's
upright position.
more
Please
beneficial
also
to
store
get
any carry-on items either in
Tobi
the
'cause
back
it's
pocket
newer.
or under the seat in front of you. Please complete
And
all
we're about to
Wi-Fi
bust some
related
speed,
tasks
so
and
let's
stow
come
any
on
larger
back.
electronics.
Dump some brakes. 240. We've got a constraint of 10,000 there, so let's try to get slow. Alright boys, there's 10,000. Boom boom room is closed. We'll stow the brakes and we'll bring that speed on back to 230. Because that's our next constraint. Seattle traffic, Alaska 44 is descending via the Hawk 7 for the ILS 34 right approach. Seattle traffic. So yeah, we do got a couple of planes there, so we'll make our calls here as we maneuver. Where is what mounted? My Tobi or the TrackIR? Tobi has to be mounted underneath your monitor. I'll show you here in a minute once I cut the controls cam on. We'll get that on right now so we can just show you right quick. So I don't know if you see right up here. That's the Tobi up there. It has to be mounted underneath of your monitor. Alright, so our next left turn is going to be putting us on the final approach for 34 right. And we'll bring the altitudes on down to 2200, which is the intercept for the glide slope. She'll continue to follow the VNav on down. Yeah, it's worth it. I mean, like I said, Geo was explaining it to me, and you know, I asked him a few questions because obviously I was looking for some kind of comparison, being as though I use TrackIR. But see the difference between Geo and I. Geo was coming from not using any head tracking straight into the Tobi. and me coming from track IR, so obviously I wanted to know, like one of my main things was, hey, can I press a button to pause the tracking? Like how now I'm moving my head, nothing's happening. Like I need that feature. And do we have a button for recentering it? Things like that, so. So see, that's the recenter. I wish the recentering was a bit stronger, but it's for the win-win. All right, let's bring that speed on back to, say 200 knots. And we still got the descent going. So we'll take over a little bit on the VS, vertical speed. We're slightly high following the VNAV, but we've already got the glass slope, so we'll dump some brakes right quick. Catch up with that VNAV or that glass slope. Yeah. All right, glass slope capture. We'll do auto brake slow. We'll get that brake fan on immediately.
2,500.
And we'll come down on the tunes. Gear can come on down. Seattle traffic, Alaska 44, 7.5 mile final for the ILS 34 right approach, Seattle traffic. Oh, we've got some traffic here.
Seattle traffic going 22 heavy, sorry. We will break off and go to 34 right, Seattle.
We are on 34 right for Alaska 484. We may have to go around, boys. See what this guy's gonna do.
Seattle traffic going 22 heavy, ILS 34 left.
Okay.
Seattle, we're about a 3.5 mile final.
Alright, so we're a bit behind the 8 ball here. We got a guy right there on the parallel approach. We're looking good. I have the airplane. 2 reds, 2 whites. Landing cam is on. That was a hard one. Not too bad, but we could have added a little bit more flair on that. There's that guy that landed on the parallel. And we'll let her coast out because we're not trying to burn the brakes up. We got to use this plane for the next leg. We'll stow the reversers. No manual braking at all on that.
Ladies
We'll
and
tap 'em.
gentlemen, welcome to Seattle. The local time is 1:38 p.m. and it's currently about 53 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete
Frame
stop
rate.
and the seatbelt sign is
Frame
turned
rip,
off.
I mean.
Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been.
And we're pretty much right here at our terminal, boys.
Thank you for flying with us.
We
If
may
you're
need
making a
to
connection, we encourage you to
disable
check
some
your
of this
itinerary
traffic
to ensure
global
a
so we
smooth
can find a
continuation
spot.
of your journey.
Seattle traffic, Alaska 484 is clear of 34 right, taxiing to the ramp.
Seattle traffic, Hawaiian 22 heavy, it's clear of 34 left, crossing 34 center at Echo. We'll hold short 34 right, Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle doesn't like, my computer does not like Seattle either.
Seattle traffic, Hawaiian 22 heavies, crossing 34 right at Echo. Seattle.
Alright, so we'll bring her on in here.
Seattle traffic, Hawaiian 22 heavies, turning right on Bravo, taxiing to gate Echo Terminal, and we're clear of 34 right.
Alright guys, welcome to Seattle. I'm not sure if this is the gate that we supposed to use, but we got caught up talking and carrying on. Do we have APU? No, we don't. Flap is open though. Let's just do this so we're not waiting on the APU to spool up. Let's go ground services. Give me some ground power. External power can come on. We'll cut that master switch off. Alright my guys, we are here. Yeah, I think we're gonna go to Boise. We're just gonna make sure that they have the flight on the VA website. And we're gonna watch a few replays right quick. Yeah, that was negative 244 on that one. Not a bad one. It was a firm one though. Let's close it out on the A cars. File that power rep. We'll delete this flight. We're not gonna fly that. Alright, cool. Let's disconnect from VATSIM. We'll watch a couple replays right quick. And then we will see if they got that flight. I'm pretty sure they do have the flight. Oh, we gotta close out packs. in the flight. Yeah, negative 249 on PAX. Save that and we can close that. All right, let's get our get our lights and stuff back on for the replay. All right, we'll rock it from here. Get the pit cam out of your way. Not a bad landing, not a bad approach. Slightly firm, but we got caught behind the 8-ball trying to rush the approach. And while we do this, we'll look to book a flight here. Departure airport is Seattle. I'm looking for BOI. We've got to have a BOI. That flight is probably flown by a Dash 8 though. Here we go. We got one flown by a 737-800. But we'll change that. Show you what I'm looking at. Flight here, 1183, Seattle to Boise. So we'll add that bed. We'll be able to pick that up in the A cars. Let's watch a couple more replays. And let me actually open up the queue. If anybody's deciding to fly along with me, make sure that you join the queue. Join the queue, exclamation join, space, and then your call sign. If you are going to fly along from Seattle to Boise, exclamation join, space, your call sign. Alright, you've been moved to pre-flighting Raleigh. Got you, bro. Alright, let's see what else we got. Let's roll it from this angle right quick. Guys, we are gonna take about a 3 to 4 minute intermission. I gotta use the restroom after these replays. But we're not going to restart the sim this time. Let's just hope that it doesn't come back to bite us.
40, 30, 20, retard, jet, 5.
Yeah, should have flared a little bit. I feel like all three touched at once. So let's do this. Let's get our outside views.
10, 40.
Pause that right there for a second. Let's get our runway view. And then we'll get outside of the runway view and we'll man, Seattle, this place does not like my frames, along with well, I don't know what was up with Sacramento, but this area up here, man, Jesus Christ. Not bad. Smack dab on the center line. A little firm, but it ain't nothing wrong with a little firmness. Nothing wrong with it at all. Alright, this is the last one, then we'll take a brief 5-minute intermission. And I'll use the restroom and come on back and we'll plan this flight out and we'll get up out of here. Glad you all hanging out with me for tonight. Smash that thumbs up button if you're just coming in. Consider subscribing to the channel to help us reach our goal of 500. Not a bad one, not a bad one at all. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to end the replay here. We're going to jump over back in the cockpit right quick. Parking brake is on. Alright boys, we will be right back momentarily. We're going to use the restroom, plan the flight, and then we'll be right back with you in about 5 minutes. Stay tuned, don't go nowhere, we'll catch you in a moment. Welcome back everybody. We are back from our short intermission. Pretty decent first leg. And yeah, we're gonna get ready to get up out of here for the second leg. We've already got everything filed up and planned. We are Alaska 1183 with service to Boise. I do believe I put the route in chat. If you didn't get that, we'll be forecasted to depart here out of Seattle on 34 right via the Summer 2 departure, Summer transition, jumping on the Juliet 54 airway, exiting at BKE, direct to DeVille, which is our transition into the Cayenne 3, arrival into Boise. We're expecting 28 right over in Boise, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get the updated tracking info. We'll copy that and we'll come over to Streamlabs. Was it Streamlabs? I think it was Streamlabs. Or was it Nightbot? No, it was Streamlabs. We'll edit this and we'll get the updated link here. And we'll save it. And when you see the feel free to follow my flight, that's the new link for this current flight, which takes you to SimAware, a nice map tracking thing for VATSIM, one of my favorite, where you're able to track my flight in real time. Alright, so with all of that said, we'll get you the updated flight information. There you go. And we'll jump on into the aircraft, get some fuel, and be out. So we're back in the aircraft. Brake fan is still on. We did not reload the sim. Hopefully that does not come back to bite us. And with that said, let's go ahead and get Toliss menu up. We'll be taking a block of 13.9. We'll just call it an even 14 on the fuel. For the quick fuel and defuel, and then come down. We're taking 209 passengers this leg. That's fine, and we're looking for a zero fuel weight of 155.3. We've got 155.5. There we go, 155.3. That's perfect. Apply those load settings. That is good. So let's come down here. No need to really, I don't think, yeah, we got to initialize. KSEA. Actually, I'm going to pop this thing out, man. I'm tired of that. It's like some latency or something on that Dagon FMC. So we're going to use this one where it's Dagon near instantaneous for what we're trying to do. Alright, so we're at Seattle and we're going to Boise. Drop that in. Flight number is AS 1183. So we'll pop that in. Cost index, this leg is going to be 21. And cruise level, we're cruising at 370. Let me just double check one thing. Yeah, we'll take 37. Initialize that. Aorus is already aligned on reference. So zero fuel weight is 155.3. And CG is 28.6. Block is 14 even. That's all good. Let's jump over to the flight plan page. Come out of Seattle, departure. We're departing 34 right. via the Summer 2. With the Summer transition. Oh crap, hold on. Why is it not showing me? Oh, you know what? Because it probably ends at Summer anyway, so let's just see. We enter that. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. Alright, so from Summer we're jumping on the J54 and we're exiting at BKE. And from BKE we're going, we can actually go straight to BOI, arrivals. We're expecting 28 right. Alright, let's 28 right. Start is going to be the Cayenne 3. Novia. And we're looking for the DeVille transition. Perfect. So we do have a manual, which is probably going to be vectors out of here. We don't have ATC. So what we'll do is we'll delete the manual and the discontinuity. Just fly it right on out. Alright, that's looking good. Let's come back over to our Toliss screen, or before we do that, let's go and launch packs. We should have done this. We always should do this beforehand. Start flight.
Hey, can we get a boarding status?
We're still boarding. Let us know if you need anything.
Alright, so let's jump the Toliss screen here. Do our perf data. We'll do flaps 1F. Gives us a V1 of 149, rotated 149. And a V2 of 152. We'll flex into 56 again. Alright, there we go. Perf data is all completed. So we looking good, boys. Let's pull our flight up on Navigraph right quick. While we wait on the passengers to finish loading. Get all of our charts in order, and then yeah, we'll be good to go. Taxi chart, we need departure chart. We need arrival charts. We need approach charts. We're doing the ILS for 28 right. final there. Alright, we got all of our charts out. Top altitude for the departure is going to be assigned by ATC. We have none, so we'll clear ourselves up to 15,000 again. That's fine. So on departure, we'll fly out to Nazug for a right turn heading 090, then on to Summer, which is essentially our departure. So it says climb heading 343 and Seattle radio 341 to cross Nazug at or above 4,000, then right turn heading 090 for radar vectors to Summer. We're going to give ourselves those radar vectors, so it'll pretty much be a direct to Summer at that turn. Oh, ground is on, bro. Dang. We was about to freaking mess all the way up. Alright, appreciate that. Let's go over to 118.0, get the weather.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is your flight attendant speaking. At this time, please be sure to make sure all large carry-on items...
Seattle traffic FedEx 420. Ceiling scattered 1,200. Broken 4,600. Temperature 2.8. Altimeter 2986. Suggested runways 34 right and 34 left. Notice all intermissions. Arrivals advise if you have 2 runway scenery. Advise on initial contact. You've been reached Bravo.
Please review the exit seating responsibilities in the safety card
Seattle
provided.
Tacoma International Airport.
Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions.
Zulu.
If you're not,
Wind
please let a flight attendant know
3408.
so that way you can
Visibility 10.
You are free to
Ceilings
use your portable
scattered
electronic devices during the
1,200.
boarding process.
Broken
We ask that larger
4,600.
electronic devices
Temperature
are stored once you depart from the
2.8.
gate. Thank you and
Altimeter
welcome aboard.
2986. Suggested runways 34 right and 34 left. Notice all intermissions. Arrivals advise if you have 2 runway scenery. Advise on initial contact. You've been reaching Bravo. 4 right.
Alright, so we got 121.7.
Seattle ground, this is Alaska 23, how do you hear? Last aircraft calling, 5x5, how me?
Seattle ground, Alaska 1183, like to pick up IFR clearance to Boise.
Alaska 1183, Seattle ground, cleared to the Boise airport via the Suma 2 departure. Suma, then as filed. Climb by the SID, except maintain 7,000. Departure is offline. Squawk 1644.
Clear to the Boise airport via the Suma 2, Suma transition. Climb via SID, except maintain 7,000. Squawking 1644 for Alaska 1183. We do have information Bravo as well.
Alaska 1183, thanks for Bravo. Push to start is at pilot's discretion. Advise and ready for taxi.
Okay, we'll advise you when we're ready for taxi, and we like to get a 3-4 right, if that's okay with you.
Yes, sir, that's available.
Alright, so nothing's changed. We just got our clearance from them. We need to input the squawk, and then we'll pretty much be ready to go once PAX is done, which they have about 1 minute. So he said 1644. We'll turn it off for right now. And we'll bring the altitude back down to 7,000.
We are ready to go when you are.
Alaska 23, requesting to Portland Airport, at
Good
12 with
afternoon, ladies
information
and
from
gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 1182.
Alaska
The
23
service to
cleared
Idaho.
to the
Our
Portland
flight time will be
International Airport
roughly
by
1
the
hour
Seattle
and
7
1
departure.
minute. Please
Seattle
note the
VOR
passengers
is
now
filed.
We ask that you make sure that all
Maintain
devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are
departure
not shut down and
is
stowed.
offline.
If you have not
Squawk
already, please fasten your
1637.
seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seatbacks must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
Alaska 23, I just filed second flight plan. The first one was with runway 16 right. I want to depart off runway 34 left.
I was calling, say again.
I filed the second flight plan with a different waypoint off of runway 34 right.
What is that waypoint, Alaska 23?
The waypoint is Oswald, that is Oscar Zulu, W, Lima, Delta,
Alaska 23, Roger. I'm not showing that flight plan. Are you able to take the currently filed one or try and file again?
yeah, I'll try to file again, Alaska 23.
Thanks.
Alright guys, we got the beacon on. Pushback truck is coming. We're pretty much ready for pushback, and
Southwest 206.
still got that brake fan on. I think we're good. We'll leave it on for departure, just to make sure that that we're good there.
Okay, aircraft, this will be a 3-person wireless headset push.
Roger that, Raleigh. Appreciate it, my guy. And we'll come down and get the ignition on. That'll hopefully start the cool down process now. And it does. 1:15. Can we do dual cooling?
Okay, copy. Ease off, door lights out, bypass standard.
Seattle ground, this is Alaska 23. Yeah, the flight plan has been filed. Can you check it, please?
Alaska 23, I'm still showing the old one. Are you able to accept the old flight plan, or you want to try again?
Let me just try to disconnect and I'll reconnect, see if that works.
I thought you was doing that at first, bro. You gotta disconnect and reconnect in order for the new flight plan to show up. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and roll on 2 now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the flight attendants for a safety demonstration. When the seatbelt light is fastened, please make sure that your seatbelts are fastened low and tight across your lap. To fasten your
Southwest
seatbelt,
206, the PDC doesn't seem to be working. Are you able to do normal clearance?
We suggest that you keep
Yeah, that's
throughout
fine.
the entire flight as you may experience unexpected.
Alaska
Please take a
206.
few moments to now locate one of the
Stand
several
by.
emergency exits on this aircraft. In some cases, your nearest exit may be
Alaska
behind you.
206,
In case of an emergency,
cleared
when
to
you
the
leave
San Jose
evacuation
Airport
aircraft, there is lighting
via
on the floor
the
that will guide
HARB
you.
6 departure.
In the event of a decompression,
Disque transition,
an
then
oxygen
as
mask will
filed.
drop in front of you. To
Flight
start
by
the
the
flow of
SID,
oxygen,
except
pull the
maintain
mask towards
7000.
you. Place it firmly over your nose and
Departure
mouth.
is
Secure the
offline.
elastic band behind your
Squawk
head. Tighten the strap if
1631.
necessary, and
Oh
breathe
snap, I
normally.
didn't start the
Although the badge
A5s.
does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you're
Alright,
traveling
cleared
with a
to
child or
the
someone
San
I'll
who
wait
Jose
till
requires
we
Airport
stop.
via the
secure your
HARB
mask
6
on first and
departure.
then assist others.
We'll
Keep your
climb
mask on
the
until a member of the
SID
crew advises you to
7,000 feet.
In the event that the pilot
And
decides to
squawk
take
is
a swim, wear a fashionable
1631.
life vest is located in a pouch underneath
Southwest
or between
206,
the
street
armrests.
back is correct.
When
Push and start is at
instructed to do so,
pilot's
open the
discretion.
plastic pouch and
Advisory
remove the
for taxi.
Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord.
Alaska 1342 is Information Bravo, ready for taxi.
Pull into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each
Two
vest
at
is
once,
equipped with a
Alaska
whistle and light.
23,
If
say
necessary,
again.
your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device.
Alaska
Once again, all
23
devices
requesting
must be
airport
in
clearance
airplane
to
mode and
Portland
the larger
Airport
devices must be turned off
with
and
Information
secured at
Bravo.
this time.
Alaska 23, yep, got your new flight plan.
Make sure your seatbelts are fastened in seat
Stand by.
belts and tray tables are in their full upright position.
Roger, Alaska
How is the
Remind you that
payload
this
to
is a
that?
How's our calling, say again?
Tampering with, disabling,
How's
or
Alaska
destroying
1342, Information Bravo, ready to taxi.
prohibited by law. All of this information
Alaska
and more can be found in the
1342, we're 934
doesn't
right
make
at
any
Quebec,
sense.
taxi at Bravo,
and
Quebec.
letting a cabin member know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying.
34 right at Quebec via Bravo, Quebec, Alaska 1342.
Alaska 23, cleared to the Portland Airport via the Oswald 1 departure. Radar restriction, Oswald transition, then as
Oh, so we're
filed.
good there.
Climb
Dual
by the
cooling
SID,
helped out.
except
Let's
maintain
go ahead and roll on
7,000. Departure is offline. Squawk 1637.
number 1.
Alaska 23, cleared to Portland Airport via Oswald 1 waypoint or transition. Then as filed, maintain 7,000 feet. Expect 17,000. Departure is offline. Squawk 1637.
Alaska 23, reback is correct. Push and start is at pilot's discretion. Advisory for taxi.
If you have any questions about the flight today, don't hesitate to ask myself or another flight attendant. Have a great flight.
Seattle Ground, Alaska 1342. If you don't mind, we are going to be held up here just for a minute waiting for company traffic that's also going to Boise. Roger.
Raleigh for the win-win. Waiting on the company. Alright, so let's go ahead and go flaps 1, that's fine. And we'll get cockpit cam on. Let's do a quick sweep of the controls. Alright, that's good. Taxi lights can come on, beacon is on, come off of the APU. 7,000 is set, auto brakes are set to RTO or max. And we look pretty good. Taxi charts are up. And Seattle Ground, Alaska 1183, we're ready for taxi, short of Bravo, north ramp.
Alaska 1183, runway 34 right at Quebec, taxi at Bravo, Quebec.
Taxi to 34 right at Quebec, via Bravo, Quebec. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, that's
Okay,
correct.
yeah, I see. Hold on, he's giving me
We're prepared for takeoff.
He's giving me an intersection departure. Alaska 1183 to Seattle Ground. You wanted us to do a intersection departure?
Yes, sir, I can give full length if you'd like.
Yeah, we'd like to get full length, if that's okay with you.
Alaska 1183, runway 34 right, taxi via Bravo.
34 right via Bravo for Alaska 1183. Yeah, I don't like those intersections, man. Something may happen. That's just taking runway away from us. It's not that busy to do an intersection departure.
And ground 1342, I'd like to go full way too, if you don't mind.
Alaska 1342, runway 34 right, taxi via Bravo.
Flight to Bravo, Alaska 1342, thank you.
Portland ground will be offline for 3 minutes.
No need to do that full length. I mean that intersection if we don't have to. Okay, so Raleigh will be departing in front of us, I believe.
Potential aircraft, Portland ground, correction, Seattle ground, now this back in line.
Ground Southwest 206, ready for taxi 234 right with information Bravo.
Southwest 206, thanks for Bravo. Runway 34 right, taxi via Bravo.
Taxi via Bravo to runway 34 right, Southwest 206.
Once we hit 10,000, boys, I think I'm gonna grab me one more of those beers. It's gonna have me alright for the night.
Alaska 1342, with no further agencies available, mind you, count 122.8.
Overdue 22.8 for Alaska 1342, good night, mate.
Alaska 1183, no further ATCs available, mind you, count 122.8.
Over to advisory 22.8 for Alaska 1183. See you. Holding for me, Raleigh? Okay.
Okay, you go ahead, go.
Nah, I'm not gonna clear you. Go ahead. I'll take off number 2.
Alright, copy that. Seattle traffic, Alaska 1342 is taking off runway 34 right, 72 departure, Seattle.
Yeah, we wasn't gonna clear that. No worries. Sometimes it's how the cookie crumbles. We'll pull up the departure here. Seattle traffic left, Alaska 1183, lining up and waiting 34 right.
Seattle traffic, what's your global? 527 heavy, Iowa 34 left, Seattle. Seattle traffic, marker 542 heavy, right downwind, 34 ILS 34 right, Seattle.
There's Raleigh there on this rotation. And we got to be careful here because I do believe VATSIM has wake turbulence now. So we'll give him a couple of seconds and we'll actually try to rotate lower than he did. Okay, Traffic Global, that's how you feel? It's not now. Seattle traffic, Alaska 1183, departing 34 right on Asuma 2. Seattle traffic. Alright, spool them up. Forward pressure on the side stick. Man flex set.
Seattle traffic, Alaska 1342 is.
We've got a pitch trim disagree. We're going to ignore that.
2090 and then direct some on Alaska.
I don't feel like rejecting this. There's 80 knots. 100 knots. V1 and rotate. Watch for the tail strike. We'll kind of low float this so we are kind of underneath of its wake turbulence. We'll actually come off to the left a little bit so we're not directly behind them.
1,000.
Seattle traffic, Alaska 1183 is clear of 34 right, departing on a Summer 2 or Sumer 2. Final call, Seattle. Climb thrust set.
On about a 4 to 5 mile final, 34 left of Seattle.
2,500.
Seattle traffic southwest 206, runway 34 right, departing via the HARP 6 departure.
So we're just trying to maintain visual separation on our boy there. Try to stay out of his wake turbulence, so that's why we sidestepped off of the flight path a little bit. Because he pretty much has the same flight path as us. And we'll clear ourselves on up. Got to start the clock. I wonder why we are why we not picking them up on TCAS.
traffic southwest 206, passing 2,000 feet, last transmission. Have a good flight, everyone.
Roger that, Rally. He says I'm already at 13. I'm 3 below you, or 2.5. So we'll get a little separation on this. Remember, we went, took out those discontinuities as well. Could actually come down here and go direct to summer. And I just noticed something. We're getting fairly slow climb here. You're right, boom boom room time. Let's get some tunes back on here for a second. We're supposed to be climbing at 288. Why are we only getting...
Seattle traffic, 1542, heavy ILS 34 right, Seattle. Come out final.
Where's the Dagon climb? Okay, speed. My freaking, what's the name ain't acting right, I don't think. She's struggling a wee bit with speed, with the climb. Only holding 79. On the N1. Got it set to a 79% climb. Let's see here.
Seattle traffic, we're close to 32 heavy crossing Buck ILS 34 right, Seattle.
This ain't right. This joint's acting like We're gonna just do manual MCT for right now. This Jean shot acting like the MD-11. Something I probably forgot. She's one to climb extremely too slow. Kind of worries me here that we're losing speed like this in Toga power. And see, it's not even giving us correct information here on our vertical speed. Y'all see this? This is why I normally reset my sim, because of little problems like this. Yeah, we're at 90%. The speed is still falling. See, the aircraft's not even responding to my daggone inputs for vertical speed. This don't make sense. Anybody had this issue before? It's saying the ignition is still on, which it should be because the switch is off. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, bro. Well, there's no level change in this bird, but we're at freaking Toga power right now and barely able to maintain. I think we should divert back to Seattle. See, the airplane is still climbing and I've got it zeroed out on the vertical speed. saying ice not detected, but it's acting like ice. I will say, y'all, this is why I reset my sim in between flights. Just little stuff like this. I mean, we're in freaking Toga power 91.8. And the speed is still falling. We're still trying to climb. I may just try to stop at 3.3 and see what happens. See if we can level off at 3.3. I don't have the time to trouble to it's either if we go back to Seattle, that's gonna be it. Yeah, see, the aircraft can't even freaking capture the altitude. Alright, so we're just manually flying her up to the altitude, trying to stay on the flight path right quick. We've got the speed hold back engaged, but okay, now she's throttling back up to try to maintain that. There's 330, so we'll engage AP1 again. See, this isn't right, y'all. Look at this. The airplane will not capture it for whatever reason. Okay, so I've captured it. That's all it's got to do is hold it. So we're gonna let the speed drop a little bit back to the current Mach speed for the FMC. Yeah, we may be I don't know, I'm still debating on whether I want to frickin' turn back. What y'all think? Y'all think we should divert back to Seattle, or y'all think we should just go ahead on? Slightly irritating. Every time I try to say, oh, X-plane will be fine. X-plane will be fine. In between my flights, I should have just restarted the sim. Because this isn't normal Toliss behavior here. At all. I've never really seen this issue before, but I always have some kind of problem if I try to do another flight. If I try to do another flight after doing replays and then going straight into the other flight without restarting the sim. Look at this. It just can't it won't maintain the altitude. Yep, never again will I not restart. Okay, so how do I activated the secondary? So how do I freaking like look at this, yo? Like what is the freaking plane doing? And why won't it let me go to my secondary flight plane? How do I get it up? Like I activated it, why is it not? Coming back to my primary flight plan. Heading track. Alright, frustrating, y'all. We're trying to work this emergency here. 155.3. .28.6. How do I activate the daggone secondary flight plan? That's the question. I ain't really trying to copy my active flight plan. But that's not what the hell I need. I need... Let's see if it lets me just do it this way. I doubt it. I think I'm about to mess everything up. As long as this thing keeps diving up and down. Nope, it won't let me do it. I know we're still flying, but I need to go back to Seattle. Yep, that's one more thing for us to learn, boys, is how to mess around with this secondary flight plan. This is the first time I've ever needed it. Like it won't take any other information. See if we can do this. Alright guys, we are diverting back to Seattle. If this thing will cooperate, it's not even wanting to it's not even really wanting to make the turn. We're gonna try to get this bird back on the ground at Seattle. Autopilot is just chasing it. Never had this issue before. It makes me want to really just turn the sim off. See, look at how my thing here is all messed up. are hand flying it right now just to try to keep her steady. Navigation systems aren't working like they should. Thrust isn't working like it should. So we are turning back for Seattle. Remind me to restart my sim after each flight, because this, I don't know why things get screwy. I've had a lot of different things happen when not restarting my flight, but this is the first one. I've had the sim crash, I've had the airplane act weird. Not just this airplane, a lot of different airplanes act weird, especially when you mess around with the replay system. I don't know what it does, why X-Plane's replay system is so iffy. But I can be flying on my sim all day and do multiple legs without ever restarting the sim. But that's not using the replay system. So I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but we're gonna try to get back to Seattle here. Yeah, we were kind of halfway. I mean, we could have probably just went on and gone. Trying to see if there's a legitimate alternative, but the problem is it won't. I don't quite know how to use the secondary flight plan, so we'll have to learn that. I thought that when you activated it, it should take over your primary flight plan, which it didn't do. It still had my try to hold what we got. Vertical speed indicator isn't working, so I have no idea about my descent rate. We know Sonder is the initial approach fix for 3-4 right. So that's what we're going to make our way to. As long as she stays freaking stable-ish, we can at least attempt the hand flyer. Auto throttle is semi-working. Yep, and there's my PC. My PC just freaking crashed, so maybe that was part of the problem. If y'all can still hear me. If y'all can still hear me, the PC actually crashed. Maybe that was part of the problem. Maybe that was part of the problem. I believe X-Plane caused my crap to crash the frick out. Something was going on. Something was going on. We ain't gonna trip off of. We got one good leg in this evening. Oh snap, was I muted the whole time? Was I muted the whole time? My PC crashed, y'all. So I don't know how much of that you heard. Maybe that was the source of my issues. That's what I'm thinking anyways. So let's do this. It's not even picking up my my display capture. Not sure if y'all can hear me, but PC crashed, and so we're gonna leave it here. I'm not sure what y'all are actually hearing. We got one good leg in. Yeah, we got one good leg in. Are y'all hearing me? Yeah, y'all hearing me. Yeah, so we're gonna end it here, boys. I don't really have the time to mess around with it. It's 11:30 here. Sorry about the issues. Not sure if it was a PC causing the plane to not do what it's supposed to do, or the plane causing the PC, and X-Plane in general has caused my PC to crash before for some odd reason. So until the next one, we're going to attempt to do something on Thursday. We're off on Thursday, and yeah, we'll do something again. Maybe we'll try to redo this flight from Seattle over to Boise, but we'll see what happens. Appreciate each and every one of you guys for hanging out with me on this. Well, it's not too short. We got a little bit of flight in. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. And I appreciate all of you guys for hanging out and supporting the channel. Make sure that you drop a like, drop a subscription if you're not already subscribed. And I will catch you guys on Thursday. Take care of yourselves. Do something that you're passionate about. Your boy Leo is out.
I'd rather be a dreamer.